the ready. Sends it as the salvos get ready to fly. Swings out, looks for a couple shots across. Buzz does manage to find the headshot, but Paint Shells will be able to take down Sylvan, and Hyunmin double dips for a little bit more and just barely escapes.
And that was all a setup for T1 to clear that back corner where Mako was, and that part worked, but Hyunmin not able to be dealt with. That's going to give a numbers advantage for DRX. Bane spotted.
Yeah, caught, does get fault lined here, tucked in around the corner, however, still able to find the headshot to finish off Stacks. Both players on site, dangerously low, but Hyunmin hits one hell of a shot. As Meteor gets taken down, now it is all on Izu, finds the first. 3 more to try to deal with. And
better potentially, Bane out with the haunt.
And
what?
Trying to find something. Granted, he is the one player with the ghost, so overall not too much weaponry going to be handed over, but Hyunmin now also dead. Mako swooping forward, able to find one, but this is starting to get a little bit too scrappy as weapons are going to be picked up, and T1 have player advantage. Buzz, in the meantime, is just completely keeping Estrella distracted. As Freeing on the hunt here on the site. Looks for a little bit more, but now he's going to be taken down, and that is going to be a thrifty for T1.
In range of that paranoia. Oh, he dodged it.
Izu holding at the box. Once again, just a trade. Viper for Viper, tap of the door. Mako still trying to fight his way in to join in with the rest of the team. Sylvan at the same time going to be taken down, but the time is starting to tick, and Stacks holding here. Comes away with 2. Mako dead, as Stacks will find the 3rd. Mako now trying to push forward, fully blinded up. However, Buzz able to find him. Now Meteor gets involved. Even though they have the read, they have the setup, they do not have the round lobbed in. Estrella, knowing that this player is going to have no audio whatsoever, just runs down Sylvan. Manages to clean up that kill. Now player advantage here for the side of DRX, expounded upon Bane, able to find Meteor. Izu dropped. It's all on Stacks in a 1v5. Sprinting over for the plant, DRX prowling in just behind him.
Huge turnaround for DRX.
Big upgrades. Stabilize the economy a bit. Swing out, Stacks able to find the first. Finds the second. Fault line at the ready. Sends it, spots the player here at drop, but doesn't read the Bane. But Gunman pushing forward, gets the spot out, and that's going to be Izu. Basically sold out by Buzz. TP forward, Sylvan completely watched and noted. Buzz, however, around the back, gets into upper, and Bane send up, does get taken down. Buzz able to find a second. Hyunmin gonna get dropped as the aftershock forces Estrella's reposition, but he sees the bullets flying, tracks the tracers, and Meteor gets caught up. Once again, Stacks asked to try to clutch this time. Mako ahead of the curve a little bit. As Wall blocks off the approach, the players significantly closer by. Swings out, spots out one, knows that he's running out of time, and Mako is right there on top of him here in the half. Salvo's forced to reposition, gate crash over across towards the door, switch, and Buzz able to go ahead, stabilize the aim, finds Hyunmin in the head. Takes him down, but still more work to be done to try to open up the side. Bane plunking in from the side here, approaching the main, catching the timing and catching Buzz there at the back of the skull. Stacks that, dodging around some of these bullets, but Mako steady. He's able to take him down. 5 bullets remaining. He's continuing to push forward, finds himself a 4th, swaps the gun. Looks for a little bit more here. Then it's going to be Freeing. Then Snakebite cannot come through as he does get suppressed. They know roughly where he's at, and there you go. The spam eventually will find him. Pit now fallen. Sight opened up, T1 in with the player advantage, and Rolling Thunder also online. Their own pit invested. Freeing, however, can get a good angle. He's got that lockdown to try to flush them out.
It's great util.
Trying to hold down that C side. Sylvan swinging out, and Sylvan dead.
Oof.
Now gets the bad news. In the meantime, Chaos over here at Rubble. And T1 continuing to try to fight their way forward, and Zax is able to find one. Hyunmin going to be taken out. Rolling Thunder now sent across towards the A site, but backpedal and Mako. They just re-swing the door again, get him right before it closed. Comes away with 2 kills. Meteor still trying to push forward. Mako wall bangs him. Dude, if Mako cannot see you, you are as good as dead.
He's got X-ray vision.
He's Daredevil.
Yeah, the man with X-ray vision. My God.
Unbelievable. And with the push out, News realizing that it hadn't connected on to anybody, and Izu this time is able to win out the fight. Takes out Mako, Freeing alone on C here for the moment, being hounded. Once again, the salvo is going to be sent to try to flush him forward, and Freeing, yep, tries desperately to bounce over them. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Kill comes in. T1 now decently poised to try to secure a lead here at the half. After shock to delay, the approach of Waterfall. Bane eats a burst of damage, but knows that he has the C, so wants to scale forward to try to get the pick. Goes for it. Buzz comes away with 2. Estrella now last one standing in a 1v3. Just a bite to his name.
Yeah.
The spot out on the 1. Buzz looking for a timing. Flash goes in behind, but Estrella still a bit panicked, a bit frazzled. Cannot find the punish. Now 2 players disconnected. This is
the last round of the half.
Estrella, this is the last round of the half.
Just trying to pad those operator stats before.
All right, well.
Someone let him know.
Look, sometimes it's hard to, sometimes you lose track. Just leaving Estrella back, lurking, swing from Freeing, and okay, a little bit of whippage, but still a good amount of damage. Buzz and Stacks both tagged up. 99 health between the two of them. Aftershock to try to flush Bane out of the corner. Does so, but has the kill on that swing. Goes right back into the corner.
Estrella, big lurk.
Big kill. Does go down as Izu's able to find one. Bane redraws Meteor. Not fast enough. Now it's all on Izu. Tiny bit of damage there onto Estrella, but so many angles to try to clear out. It seems like widely Izu may be content to just stay tucked here in this position, go down to the spike. That will be DRX picking up both pistols. We'll see if any of them can escape here. For the push out, but crossfire setup looking good. Bane strafing backwards, still able to find one. Looks for a little bit more, but Meteor cuts him down to size. Freeing now, last one standing. Grabs the spike, can get the plant in. 1v3. Just that outlaw in hand. Nope, swaps over to the Bulldog. Gonna prove to be difficult, but finds the first. Fully flashed up, stuck in behind the box. Buzz, next closest, trying to find the kill, and does.
And you have the Viper smokes. Ooh,
oh.
Freeing. That is, so he's been so good in those.
Very crisp with it. Still playing at a deficit, but the kills that he's gotten have been impressive.
Yeah, he's been really on point in those 1v1s.
Lockdown, a bit of a fake here. As the cluster up, Izu at a glance finding one, but eventually he's going to be forced out into the open here. Wall raised, paint shells sent, redraws the weapon. He's unable to find Bane, but Stacks is there at stairs to go ahead and capitalize. And Freeing now once again, left to try to clutch this out. Sylvan at 26 HP if he can find the kill on to Stacks.
30 seconds left.
Be in a good position to make this work. For the moment, he's going to pivot back in, holding the door, however, is Sylvan. They have the player advantage. They have a Rolling Thunder, and now that gets sent out. Mako back level, however, able to find Buzz. Izu held it bay behind the wall here for the moment. Hyunmin able to find Stacks. After shock from beyond, does go ahead and claim Hyunmin, but DRX still in a good position. Now T1, I think, certainly wishing. His flashes go flying. Estrella tucked in on the side. Finds one on the peak. Sylvan dead. Izu gone, and they're just going to be picking him to pieces. Buzz will find one. He'll get out. He could try, turn back, find some impact. Finds it there as Bane will get taken down. Stacks at the same time, coming away with a couple kills. It's Mako now, last one standing, having to back off.
30 seconds left.
Tiny bit of damage going to be taken, but it looks like T1 well set to go ahead and continue to tie this up. Mako with the attempt at the wide swing, but cannot find the shot. Miner jumps forward to get caught, but oh my God. Gentleman on the swing, able to find one, looks for a little bit more. Tiny bit of damage going to be there onto Meteor, but he is able to hold his ground. Buzz trying to lead the way. Flash up for the moment, jumps out of it, shorty in hand. Mako going to be taking down player advantage now here for the side of T1 as they scale their way back in, gaining control of the site. Everyone from DRX pushed back, disconnected here at Mount. So they're waiting for the taps. Buzz just goes strafing through the smoke, is able to find one. Spray now coming through, but Meteor holding for the defuse, and he is going to hold it to success. T1. Mako just strafing in and winning the fight. Stacks shut down. Oh, captain, my captain no longer. Mako with a very solid opening kill. Stun sent. Buzz swinging onto the corner, able to find 1-3 and backed. through the smoke. Buzz absolutely destroying the shorty again. Looking for the kill, but Estrella somehow able to come away with that, but Meteor swoops in, finds it, and we are just down in the mud. Freeing brings us now into a 1v1. The door being watched. Sylvan strafing, freeing, shooting. Pierre not gonna get a catch on anybody, but ooh, freeing on a walkabout. Not gonna be able to find anything, and Mako this time a treat. Loses out on the fight. He's TPing forward. Buzz is there, ready for the punish. T1 off to a roaring start here in overtime. 2
huge reads on both sides of the map by T1. That's going to give them a ton of room to work with. What does Estrella have to say about it? Is that all that util?
Fight not being thrown. TP in a little bit deeper. Holds the door for one, but cannot get disconnected from the fight fast enough. Sylvan going crazy with a 3K. Oh, the bounce, the TP forward. The fight now in towards Baby Door. Mako able to win this one out. Hyunmin. It's Hyunmin's kill. Mako comes up with some nonsense from time to time, but that was not one of them. But he will be able to find a follow-up as Buzz can take it down similarly. Izu, for one of the approach, taking quite a bit of damage. Sylvan still firing back, but
is T1 going to have the confidence? Oh, the timing from freeing, though. Oh, my God.
And that is the tip of the spear well severed. Stacks trying to creep forward. Just a glimpse there on the Bane. Continues to scale up, and Hyunmin ready with the crossfire angle. Not sure why Stacks thought he was going to be able to get away with that.
That's very uncharacteristic. Freeing again, good for another.
DRX now looking to get themselves map point for the first time, potentially in flawless fashion. Just Sylvan and Meteor try to be the difference makers. Misses the timing to catch the glimpse from above, but Bane is also holding the angle, and this round is completely sideways here for T1. Barring an ace clutch from Sylvan.
Done it before.
Which he has.
30 seconds left.
We all remember that split. A 1v5.
No ult,
like
though.
A bridge too far.
Yeah. It's OT, so no ult. Might have seen the leg.
Just doesn't have the time.
No.
Realistically. Flawless. It's DRX. Seconds remaining here. DRX, the clock starting to dwindle, but freeing, finding an entry, swoops in, finds Izu, and Sylvan's only going to be good for one before getting taken down. Meteor will go ahead, notes the flank, deals with Mako, brings us now into a 3v3.
Spike planted.
Spike plant gets handed to Bane. So Hyunmin still not yet having the showstopper online, but it's one charge away. Shock to try to clear it. Double position. Salvos as well. Sent Bane flush forward. Veil stuff there. On a Stacks. The showstopper now in hand. Meteor backpedaling frantically over towards Waterfall. Paint Shell now at his feet. Damage avoided, but needs to try to clutch it out. He is just tagged up and about to be taken down. The shorty at that distance, not going to do a damn thing, but he's got 8 bullets left in the mag. And freeing from Mound will find it. Stacks looking to slow things up. Sends up the fault line. Ping not finding anything, and Stacks hitting a hell of a shot on the Hyunmin. Denies the entry and very much shuts the door here in DRX's face.
Yeah, DRX thinking they'll have time.
Ooh, Mako.
Ooh, took a ton of damage.
Tagged up, I have to assume there's maybe Izu. Now Stacks is able to find a second. Takes Mako down, and things are looking very good for T1 to find their first real pistol win here of the series, as Sylvan will find 2. And that is freeing now all alone with just a ghost in hand. We know that he could be very deadly.
Timings for him. Heard the footsteps.
Near crossing, gets the final shot there, tries to strafe back over towards the sewer. Oh, for shots. Flying through and freeing, able to just break things open. And then Aftershock going to be disrespected and ignored as all dissipating Hyunmin, wanting to try to scale forward, but it's going to be Mako who's able to find it. Hyunmin widely just drawing their attention here.
Spike planted.
Phenomenal covering fire from freeing. Let's see if Derek can close this out flawless.
Still drone identifying. It's DRX looking for a flawless anti-bonus. Sylvan eating some damage there on the drop down. Hyunmin still untouched, just dancing around. Spots him out again. Meteor with the Guardian. To be some very clean shots to try to get some damage through, and there you go, 1 to the head. As everybody just backpedaling away, Mako going to stick around to look and see, make sure that they can't try to get any kind of nip things up. T1 can just try to fill space on the back of this, and Buzz just going off a timing, sprays down in towards A main, finds one as Frank falls. Mako similarly dead. Gunman only able to trade one out, but Bane finds another, brings it back to parity, a 3v3, but HP bar is relatively in tatters here for the side of DRX. Everyone tagged up, no one at full HP. Just quickly trying to pivot their way across over towards the B site. Sylvan quickly gets into position, looks for the jump, but Estrella draws down, eats a ton more damage, down to 15 health, but is able to find that kill. He'll get stuck in position, he will die, but he gets the plant in play. It's now a 2v2.
It's going to be so tough. I mean, look how far back DRX is playing. Got to push these angles and win these fights.
Shock should tell him that it's gonna be on the right-hand side, but Bane just goes crazy.
Be a tricky round for DRX.
Double reclear up into Arcade, and that's gonna be Frank caught. Do they know that Hyunmin's in position? The answer is no, though, so it's able to find one. Jiggles on the corner, finds Sylvan, now knows they have him dead to rights as things start getting absolutely chaotic. Smoke dissipating over here at main. Stax able to find one, but Kenman comes away with a third as Stax will fall. Kenman currently on for an ace. Buzz around the back, clearing out the cam, clearing out the trip, but it's just an open hand. Try to re-clear and get them way forward here to the site. A lot of this is going to be on the shoulders of Izu, who does get the jump on Bane. Has the salvos, has the Armageddon. Does he opt to send it? The answer is going to be yes. That flush is straight up forward, but the flash fully connects.
One enemy
Now into the 1v1. Stuns exchanged. Connects onto Izu. Estrella holding the corner and has the shot instantaneously.
Get closer to the Armageddon. DRX slow creep up.
Next around the corner, dead. Spray through as Estrella finds that kill. Fast lane now set up, stuns out as Buzz being focused here a little bit by the salvos, but as the smokes are dissipating, T1, they just rack up all the kills. Buzz just absorbs all of the damage.
30 seconds.
And that is going to be T1 pulling off a thrifty. I mean, Mako, 25 seconds, try to make anything happen, but it looks like it's just going to be the call to save. Checks back in around this attacker spawn, nothing to be seen. He'll try to hold on to the weapon. Holding back the Sands position. Buzz the peek into mid, nails a shot. Jiggle peek out, sending the relay bolt, catches a glimpse there as well of Freeing. As a tiny bit of damage going to be taken, tries to go for the reposition, and I don't think he's going to be ready for this one. No, he is not. Freeing able to get in on top. Coming away with 2-3 now as Stax falls. Meteor needing to answer back in a huge way. The double face out, isolates down to one. The Mako connect. The drone will look to try to force him back. Slide in, Hyunmin looking to really up the pace there. Does end up dying as Sylvan holds down the site, but cannot escape from the Armageddon. Stax, however, able to find Estrella, does make sure that they have the player advantage as Freeing the KD department. As Meteor missing the timing, trying to advance to the smoke, but Estrella catching a glimpse, and as that Stinger point blank range is able to put him down. Derek's with the lower investment, still looking to try to get this one across the line, but Sylvan does come away with two. Estrella Freeing, both going to be eliminated. Bane picks up another as clear on the tripwire, gives away Buzz's position as well as just him sprinting forward, and Mako is not ready for it. Stun out Bane, just lingering here within the smoke. The Vandal recovered, picks up a 3K. Buzz now. Last one left, the overdrive to expire. The wraparound being threatened here. Buzz completely surrounded. Is dancing, and it's going to be Bane.
Some info over.
Oh no. Sliding forward, looking for it.
Oh
Mako
no.
does end up finding the kill. His orbital strikes are going to be stacked on top of each other, and Sylvan comes away with two once again. This time Bane, Mako going to be taken down. T1 desperately looking for this thrifty, and now it's looking likely. It's backpedaling away as Estrella just stuck with a shorty in hand. As the Steel Garden took away his weapons, and Hyunmin is just going to be pushed to oblivion by the Rolling Thunder. Still, maybe a little bit cosmetic, finds the first kill. Meteor trying to stay tucked. Tagged up. Oh, not quite checking for the angle. He's able to find the kill. Stun here onto Estrella as it gets awkward, and Meteor capitalizes in the chaos.
A panic moment there.
Running low.
And that cost DRX 2 players. Meteor just no fear, continuing to storm into the back lines of DRX. They have no choice but try to go for the spike.
Mako and Bane now needing to deliver in a huge way, but site is completely surrounded with Meteor scaling forward through the defender spawn. Smoke called down, aftershock sent here. Mako will catch a timing, finds the headshot. Stack's gonna be put down, looks for a little bit more, does find Meteor. The salvos come through and the time is just not gonna be there. T1 taking that first step forward towards running back this map and taking us, pushing Bane back. Cage coming up, but Buzz on his heels, spraying through, trying to find what he can, but it's gonna be Sylvan there to collect it. Hyunmin drifting forward, runs out of bullets. Izu strikes him down, Guardian shot to the head, and suddenly T1 in control of the site, spike planted and up by 2.
Oh, okay. Straya finds a stray.
Picks up 1, decent damage onto Stacks and Sylvans. They're both down to 66. Salvo's to try to open up a bit of space. It's 3 players. Push back over here towards his arcade side with Buzz slowly drifting through the sewer, but DRX, they're not going fast on this. They're opting to go for the save. Ult's unavailable here from either side. This is Izu trying to scale forward, take that fight. Freeing ends up getting taken down. Sylvan trying to recover here on the reload and from being blind. It's unable to find it. Buzz now striking in from behind, however. It will find one as Mako will get taken down. Stacks here on the verge, right on the edge of that smoke. Buzz is now the last one standing. I didn't have
She
to
did.
Yeah. Vice just doing the commentary. This Buzz forcing away, but Sylvan covering fire, comes up with 2, then a third. Just using Buzz as a bit of a distraction. Now the plant in here for T1. Bane still a world away. Mako, the only player nearby. And it's going to have to be another save as T1 will. Little strike. Oh, splitting them apart. And that's Stacks isolated and dead. The spike now stranded here on the site itself. Swing around the Rosie here. Sylvan going to be able to find 1, but Mako quickly trades him out. 4v2. Meteor's position noted. Izu should be known as well. Finds a hell of a shot. Puts the operator on the floor. Smoke now dissipating. As his own Armageddon going to be called in. Mako forced to try to reposition. Finds the shot.
To quickly clear through spawn.
Oh, wide swing out. Buzz finding the headshot. And gets taken down as fast lane going to be sent. Hyunmin in danger. It's going to be freeing actually out from Tree,
Huge.
who spares him his life. Oh, Mako just doing his normal stuff, fighting Sylvan inside of a smoke. Hyunmin will get taken down, but it's now all on Izu. The salvo's and a stun. All that he has to work with in terms of the flash. Stun going to be committed here. They clear up close. Tries to swing out, stray up, keeps himself covered. Be tight angles here to try to use that operator, and he's losing teammates. Does manage to find 1, swaps to the shorty, takes down Sylvan. Stacks. Last one alive here for the side of T1, brings it now into a 1v1. Bane does have the neural depth, could try to go for the reveal, but should have a pretty good idea of Stacks' position. As there's the swing out, Bane.
Round, but
Toggle on the camera, Buzz riding the rope. And instantaneous with the headshot. Takes out Bane, Izu. And that Bulldog to good use finds Mako. Just like that, T1 in with the advantage.
Buzz is just doing a great job up in tower.
They're just calling a save.
Yeah, you have to.
Yep, they're just going to be sprinting away.
Almost out.
It's okay, T1. Timeout call, working a treat.
Rolling Thunder only connecting onto freeing.
When it pushes him into the open and into the salvo. Izu there to capitalize with that util. Player advantage now coming through. Bane quickly trying to rotate over. Hyunmin trying to watch over towards this dish side. No one on the north here from T1. Just a stinger from Mako. A neural depth available if they can try to find a corpse. Flash out, Meteor fully blinded up. Regains vision. Mako can take it down. Easy with the peek out from the door, able to find the trade up. Estrella now dead. 2v4. Bane dodging out the stun, the aftershock, forcing the reposition attempt here from the side of T1. Is now Armageddon sent to try to counteract the positions. Meteor, however, taken down as Hyunmin is able to find 1. Overdrive going to be pop. Stacks dead. Looking for a little bit more freeing, finding Sylvan, and here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Izu gonna look to try to pull off an absolute miracle, but he cannot. Hyunmin now starting to scale forward, slides in, Meteor immediately assassinated. Stacks is able to trade it back, so Hyunmin Dead on the ground. 4v4 now. Push out Estrella. Not able to capitalize there for a brief little moment, but eventually he's able to find the kill. Buzz answering one back. Player advantage is here for the side of DRX.
Go, go, go.
Pass lane on the setup. Izu with the timing. Kitchen freeing. A bit off guard. Is stunned. Not quite connecting, and Izu's down to 7. The salvo sent to try to make a go of it, but Flash at the ready. Both players disconnected back in towards main. Plant not in for them. Mako just looking for the slow creep up as there's the stun. Izu says, I guess I just try to, out of drop.
Look at Mako.
To try to Goomba stop Mako. Fault line not connecting. He tucks back over into the smoke. Hyunmin on the peak, able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down the gun barrel. Spotted, but Izu able to find him. But Hyunmin finding a second, freeing from stairs. Gets rid of stacks, and it's now all on Sylvan. 25 seconds, a 1v4. T1 have asked this man to clutch in the past, and he has delivered, but right now it seems like it is going to be a bridge too far. The time dwindling, DRX playing around with their numbers, with the clock. And Sylvan will only be good for one. 14-12, DRX